So since we're sitting here staring at one of these, the new formation armadas were also released today. And these little buggers, one, require a brand new currency, which will be sourced through your daily chests. So as long as you're doing your dailies and finishing your milestones, you will get currency. I think it takes about 7 to 8 days. I think it's 7 days. Somebody said 8 days, but I think it might be 7, it might be 8. To get enough currency to launch one armada. With these new armadas, though, they are limited to 4 players in each little wing. It's a 15-minute timer. When you start one piece, you can just kill one piece of it and take it down, and you get your tiny little mini trophy. I know I did one earlier. Where's the one we did earlier? Nope, that ain't it. That's cool, though. There we go. We did our one little piece of our armada. It gives you the generic artifact tokens that you need for the restoration center. And it's just your standard 4-person armada. Once you start one of them, somebody else from your alliance, from a different alliance, can start one of the other pieces. The timers will sync up. So if you start this one and it's got a 15-minute timer, and you 2 or 3 minutes later somebody comes along and they want to start this other piece of it here, if there's 12 minutes left on this timer, this one now has 12 minutes left on it too. It doesn't start at 15 as well. So, and then if somebody comes along 2 or 3 minutes later and there's only 10 minutes left and they start the third piece, now their timer syncs to what the other ones are, so now it's a 10-minute timer. So you want to kill all 3 of them at the same time in order to get the extra bonus loot chest that comes out of here for taking down all 3 of them. If you complete all 3, you only have to be in the same group. Like I said, your alliance, a different alliance, but it's simultaneous. You can have one of your ships in each of these. They are separate armadas. So you could have 4 people. One person sets one person sets one person sets one. And you each have 3 ships, and you put one of them in each armada, and you can take it down. You could also, invite 9 other teammates from your alliance, and the 12 of you each put 1 ship in and spread the loot around to everybody in your alliance and take it down. Or you could just be like, hey, there's only 4 of us, so we're just going to set this one piece of it to get our little mini reward here, and we'll do it in a, medium public space, and hope that people from other alliances, or maybe you'll put something in Galaxy chat, like, hey, we're going to start this portion of this armada. If somebody wants to set one of the other sides, please do. Because when you take down all 3, you get the bonus chest. If anybody of the 3 fails, nobody gets the bonus chest. And you can't restart it. So you have to make sure all 3 groups win. If you fail, you can't restart the part that you missed. You have to wait a few minutes for the whole thing to respawn, and then you can relaunch and attack it again. So when you finish this part, your extra bonus reward chest, as we saw in the graphic, where did it go? Nope, it's down here further. So for beating it, you get your rewards here. When you defeat the 3 extra nodes, you'll notice it tells you that I did not get a chest for this one, because there's a possibility, like regular armadas, you get a chest. And then there's this bonus reward chest here that has the extra cool loot on it. That you can't claim it, I think, through there. I definitely had to go in here to my regular items inventory, and it was like reward chest was just sitting there, and I claimed it from here in the inventory. So if we're watching some of these other systems, like let's go look at like the 35 system. There's probably somebody in here running this one, right? Nope, there was. A lot of people floating in these systems. You'd think people would kind of be going. Now, these things do scale up in power pretty significantly. As you can see, for a 4-person Armada, 123 million power for a level 40 isn't really commiserable. Can't get that word out today. Isn't really in line with what players who are level 40 should be looking at. Because if you're, let's scan it. If you're level 40, you don't have a G4 uncommon ship yet, so you're looking at, you got a maxed enterprise or auger. What are you, about 8 million, 7 million? If everybody had one of those, you're talking about like 35 million total power going up against one of these things. So there you go. So that's what your artifact token cargo is. You've got your mega chest, and if you defeat all the nodes, you get your extra reward chest. In terms of damage output and stuff like that, this DPR is pretty high. These things do hit significantly hard. And they do have a pretty high health amount too. So you are going to need, the traditional, like we think of Fed Klingon Romulans, and you're like, oh, I've got a third of the power. I'm probably good. Definitely at least half, you're fine. These things feel like they hit more like Cardassian Armadas, where they're going to hit a lot stronger. Their crit chance is low. Their crit damage bonus is high, but their crit chance is low. So they're not going to crit a lot. But they are putting out pretty solid damage here per round, for like a level 40. Commiserate. Yeah. It didn't want to. It didn't want to come out. It was a little tongue-tied there, Nuts. I appreciate that. So, if you, once you get those extra little rewards, that goes into new mechanic number 4, which is our artifact loop here. So, when you get these artifact tokens from doing your armadas, you go in here, you convert them. There's a pack you can open that has a limited number of artifacts available in it, and it has a 3-day cooldown, as you can see. Also, you'll notice now that your artifact tab is all the way to the far right. It's beyond multiphasics now in away teams, so if you don't have the multiphasic one because you are a free-to-play player or spent all your multiphasics, it is all the way over to the right. You can also see it here, or you can go through the building to get to it. This one has a 3-day cooldown on it. The premium one, which is this one up here, I think I got these from doing a mission. One of the new missions is where I got these from. This one does not have a cooldown on it. I'm sure at some point in time as well, this will be where you buy stuff. There are, and as you can see also, this is based on the level of your artifact haul, currently level 1 through 34. Once you get the building up higher, above 34, you will probably get additional options to choose from or to randomly get in here, or these might just change altogether. Every roll is guaranteed to get at least one rare or epic shard. As you can see, uncommons, rares, and epics with that guarantee. I feel like I got a couple of shards. I want to say it was 4. I think I got 4 shards when I opened one of these earlier from doing the mission. Could be wrong. It could be a little higher than that. But you're guaranteed to get at least a rare or epic. And as you can see, there's only 8 in here to choose from. But if we go back and look at our artifact menu, there are way more than 8 in here. So I don't know at what point in time, whether it's a tier up thing or just a gradual over time thing that they'll release some of these, or if they'll put some of them for sale in the store, how they're going to work the sourcing for all of them does remain to be seen. If I go into my other account, which I didn't pull anything yet, on my Ops 38 account, 39 now, sorry, I forgot I went up, tiered up to 39 over the weekend. If I go into that account, I should be able to see the other artifact. Well, I didn't actually build the building yet. I haven't played on that account today. I still have to build this thing. But I can upgrade this while I'm here. Oh, no. We can speed this up. Let's do our mess hall speed up real quick. And then we can upgrade this. And we can upgrade this again. So the artifact hall itself is giving you bonuses for the individual tokens that you have, as well as hull health and shield health bonuses to your ships. And these are some pretty nice bonuses to hull and shield health that are going to scale up fairly quickly. And you can see why players are not feeling shy about buying packs to upgrade this building. You know, level 20, you're looking at about 150% hull and shield health bonus. And then when you get it up to level 30, now it's 270. And 35 is where it flips over and your rewards change. And now you're up to about 350% hull and shield health bonuses on it. So pretty significant upgrades there for sure. And that is why they are selling packs like there's no tomorrow on this. And these are solid packs. You've got your limit 1 pack. Well, let's look at your regular pack, which has no limits. You can buy as many of these things as you want. You get 1,600 of these little gallery schematics. Don't know exactly what that's going to get you. We can look at it if stfc.space is updated and see what that would get you. I'm going to guess it's probably going to get you to like level 20 or so with the first one, and then you're going to start to see much smaller gains after that. Maybe you get 7 or 8 levels from the second pack, and then like 4 or 5 levels from a third pack, and so on and so on. Resources are going to scale based on your ops level. Multiphasics or static, you'll get 14,000 of those if you're making a purchase through the PC client or the web store. But the super cool bonus pack over here, so we're getting 1,600. The super cool limit 1 bonus pack for $100 over here gives you almost 2,200. So you're getting a couple extra levels out of this, plus higher amounts of resources. It's like a 25% increase or so in terms of the resources that are being paid out as well. And that's a pack that is limited to just 1. So let's see if I can't pull that up real quick. There are no bundles available. Please build yeah, I have to build the stupid thing first. Okay. Well, that's going to have to wait a minute because this account is currently upgrading my academy for 18 days. So there's a lot of stuff I have to do first. Plus there's a mission, I think, to do it. So I want to do the missions first. So we'll hold off on that for right now. But you kind of get the idea with the artifacts that you've got a limited pool to get drops from. As far as what the artifacts do, they pretty much, each one of them has a adjustment or modifier to one of the things you already have a number of other modifiers for. You know, the one that I unlocked here, Picard's Fossil, gives you a boost to protected cargo for all ships. Starts out as a 15% bonus, scales up all the way to 120% if and when you ever max this thing out. Probably going to take a really long time to get the shards to do it. But everything else you're looking at here, max cargo size, mining rate of ore, crystal gas, damage for ships during takeovers, constructions and research speed, mitigation stats, warp speed, repair speed, cost efficiencies for buildings and for different ship types, and extra hull and shield health. So anything that there's already something in the game that modifies that value, you now have an additional artifact that's going to modify it even further. So there's lots of good stuff in here. How we're going to source all of these things, like, this one right here, improving the cost efficiency of your crystal gas and ore for ship components, for your G4 ships. This would be a great thing to get for a lot of players. Those ships are very expensive to upgrade in the 40s, especially the rares, and even more so if you ever get to the epics. They're kind of crazy. Some of the other ones here, I think this one improves research, stats, cost efficiency for ship components. There's one for buildings as well. Par steel, titanium, and dilithium. You already have a lot of other things modifying these values. So again, like, right off the bat, like a 10% or 20% adjustment, not going to see a big noticeable difference because you have 5 or 6 different types of researches between all the trees that are already modifying these values. But every little bit counts, right? So that's kind of where we're going to get. Did you see the formation nodes have minus 100% stats for each officer type thing and only 2% crit chance? Probably not. I don't know that I scrolled down that far when I was looking at them a minute ago. So let's scan one again. Their attack bonus. Yep, there you go, minus 100%. They're still putting out a crap ton of damage, so even with that negative modification. Where did I get so many shards? I finished all of the missions. That's probably where I got them from. I know we did get the one mega chest as well because we finished, we did that one armada. It was a low armada. It was only a level 30 armada that we did. Actually, I don't think I claimed, I did one on this account earlier as well. So on this account, we did a level 45 armada. I got carried on this account because I could only reach with my Talios. But, we have a guy who's got a 200 million Sanctus, so that wasn't a problem. We defeated all the different nodes. I got 51 of these things because, again, I'm significantly undersized by getting there. Didn't get a reward chest, but it does look like they did fix it, so good job with that. So now we can actually claim our actual chest here and see what we get off of a 45. Okay, so you get artifact shards in the mega chest. So that's where I must have gotten a bunch of mine from. Stamets original sample, okay, and Worf's Duktach. Okay. So I didn't get credits. I got actual artifact shards, which I can't see right now because I didn't build the stupid building. But let's go back on this account and I can see. So that one's not available in there. Because I do have the building on here, I can go and do this and see all of them. So these are the ones that I got. Stamets original mycelium sample, got a little bit of that, which is going to improve my warp speed if and when I ever get this unlocked, because it takes 30 shards to unlock it. And Worf's Duktach here, which improves piercing stats against all other players, is also what I got there. The Picard's fossil one seems to be one of the easier ones to level up because it requires fewer shards. These all seem to require 30, whereas this one only requires 15. Probably just trying to get players. I think you get a bunch of these from the missions as well to get this one unlocked through the entry-level missions, which is what I was doing today on my main account here. There's the mission that they give you, which sends you out here to this space. And then when you get here, you can pick up 4 different missions at this system. And they kind of just have you run around and talk to people and kill, level 29 hostiles, kill level 25, kill level 34 hostiles, whatever. There's 3 or 4 different mission chains that are going simultaneously, and some of the rewards are the Picard fossils and stuff too, so. Was that 500% crit damage? It was, but I think their crit chance was really low. $250 for crit damage. Their crit chance is also only 5%. So, these formation armadas have very, very low crit chance and a decent little damage bonus for when they do, though.